Dear students, I am going to teach you discrete mathematics by many parts of videos. Already I have posted part 1 of discrete mathematics. If you didn't watch that one, please look at the description. For here we need to understand the definition tautology. If the last column of that truth table contains only t, then the statement is called tautology. Next definition, contradiction. If the last column of the truth table contains only f, then the statement is called contradiction. Next definition, contingency. If the statement is neither tautology nor contradiction, then it is called contingency. Negation P, then Q is a tautology. So we need to draw the table like this. First column is nothing but P, for second column Q. Then we need to finally derive this statement. So to derive, that's we have to show that this statement is tautology. So to show this one, we need to find out negation P, then P, then Q. Therefore, I have written negation P in third column, P then Q in fourth column. Then we can calculate this one easily. This is nothing but given statement. We have to show that. That is a tautology. Now, what is negation P? Already I have shown this in our first video, that's called part 1 of discrete mathematics. P is here, so negation P is T becomes F, T becomes F, F becomes T, F becomes T. Next, P then Q. P then Q means that if there is T in P and F in Q, then the value is F, otherwise true. Look at here, in second row only we have T, F, therefore we got here F, otherwise true, because in the remaining rows we don't have that term TF, therefore remaining all are T. Now negation P then Q. So already we found negation P here, P then Q here. Then we have to find out negation P then Q. Here also we are going to use then condition. It means that look at T in negation P and F in P then Q. Then we have answer F, otherwise T. Look at here, we have to compare negation P and P then Q. Negation P is here, P then Q is here, so we have to compare both. So our ultimate aim is to find out, is there any TF? Suppose TF exists, then answer is F as per the definition of then condition, otherwise T. Look at first row, this is not TF format. Second row, this is not TF format. Third row is not TF. Fourth row is not TF. Therefore, we got all are T. That's all. Therefore, negation P then Q is a tautology. Check the following prepositions or tautology or contradiction or contingency. This must be a contingency. If you find out the truth table for this one, we get contingency because answer is both T and F. How to draw the truth table is very simple. Kindly watch our part 1 video to understand to draw the truth table for all those. For this problem we got this one, so it is contingency. For another one we got all of them are F in final column, therefore it is contradiction. Similarly, you can solve these problems. I will give you the lecture notes of in PDF format in description. You can solve these problems yourself to understand the concept of tautology, contingency and contradiction. Now we need to understand logical equivalence or tautological equivalence. Two statements A and B are said to be logically equivalent if they have identical last columns in their truth tables. It is denoted by A, that symbol, left implication as well as right implication together we used here. That symbol is called equivalent symbol. So A equivalent to B, or we use like this triple dash, or we use something different like this. It means that two statements A and B are said to be logically equivalent if they have identically last columns. That's all. When we solve problem, we can understand it very clearly. Next, logical implications. Sorry, tautological implications. This is tautological equivalence. This is tautological implication. Here is I wrongly written logical equivalence. This is wrong. That is logical implication. Just rewrite yourself. Now two statements A and B are said to be tautological implication if A then B is a tautology and it is denoted by A implies B. When we say that two statements A and B are tautological implication, it means that if A then B is a tautology, then A implies B. That is A logically implies B. That is A tautologically implies B. That's all. So simply we can say that A tautologically implies B means A then B is a tautology. That's all. When we solve problems, we can understand very clearly. It doesn't matter at all. Show that P then Q equivalent to negation Q then negation P using truth table method. So here we can draw this table. Write down P, write down Q. The way of writing this TF is standard way. Already we had seen in our part 1 of discrete mathematics video. Then write down P then Q. Here we can find out P then Q. P then Q means identify T in P and F in Q. Then we have answer F, otherwise T. So in second row only we have TF. So answer is F, otherwise T for all. Next negation Q we need to find out. Negation Q is T goes to F goes to T goes to F, then F goes to T. The negation P is T goes to T goes to F goes to T, F goes to T. Then negation Q, then negation P is. Here is again we use if then condition. Therefore, look at T in negation Q, F in negation P. If there is TF format, then answer is F, otherwise answer is T. So in second row only we have TF format, so answer is F, so remaining all T. Therefore, now we have to show that P then Q is equivalent to, is tautological equivalence to negation Q then negation P. So here we found P then Q, here we found negation Q then negation P. Now look at both entries. Entries of both columns are exactly same. Therefore, we can say that P then Q is equivalent to negation Q then negation P. Show that next problem P conjunction Q implies P then Q by using truth table method. Why we here mention using truth table method means we have some other method to prove tautological equivalence and tautological implications. Let us see in our next part video. Write down P, Q, find out P then P conjunction Q here. P conjunction Q means, I repeat once again, both T then T, otherwise F. Then find out P then Q because we need P then Q. P then Q already we had seen in so many problems, so we can immediately identify, that is we have to identify T in P, F in Q. So if there is TF, then we have F, otherwise T. So in second row only we have TF, so remaining all T. Next P conjunction Q, then P then Q, it must be T. If you show this, we can replace this arrow mark by this implication. Therefore proof is over. So we have to remove this implication by arrow mark. We have to prove that one is nothing but T. So how to prove this? Now already we know that P conjunction Q here, P then Q, where is P then Q is here. So our operation is again if then. It means look at T in P conjunction Q and F in P then Q. If there is TF, P conjunction Q is second row, P then Q is third row, then fourth row. If there is any TF, then we have F, otherwise T. Look at here, clearly here is no TF, therefore all of them are T. Therefore we proved that P conjunction Q implies P then Q. Prove that the following using truth table. I leave it for your homework. So these are all very easy, as we have seen two problems in our previous PDF. So you can solve these problems in your home. That's all for part 2 of discrete mathematics is over. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe our channel and give thumbs up for encouraging us to watch continuous videos of discrete mathematics. Thank you.